Okay. Did I accidentally skip a line? Hopefully I didn't. Anyway, Monocro says Otori should be here somewhere. As I said, he's connected differently to this world. However, so basically I just spammed through all of that Chapter 6 investigation again. It took like 20 minutes. I'll appreciate the detail, but if it crashes in the middle and didn't save incrementally, it punishes you due to its intense detail. And now I'm back to finish it off. So, after we're done discussing Sora feeling all weird and tingly, Otori should be here somewhere. As I said, he's connected differently to this world, however. I cannot conclude if his data is still intact or not until I see him for myself. So where is Teruya? He's probably in the warehouse. Now wait a minute. Sora? I'm not sure what it is, but there's something there. I feel danger coming from that warehouse. What do you mean? Miss Sora, I don't know what you mean, but we don't go through this door, we cannot see Yuki. Wait, Yuki is there? No, don't. What's my problem? It's like that sensation I had during the third-class trial. I'm hesitating because I can't figure out what this creepy sensation is. Suddenly something began to move. Sora, can you feel it too, can't you? The sign. Who's there? It's been a while, you damn fools. Surviving like cockroaches, I guess I should congratulate you. This plan should have ended much earlier, but I've disregarded that plan now. The person who opened the warehouse door was Mikado Sanoji. I cannot forget a horrid face like that. As his previous attire wasn't creepy enough, his new mask and shape takes it to a whole new level. And there was someone else in the arms of Mikado. Yuki. He's finally made his appearance. Mikado, what? Don't kill us. Don't be so cautious. I had no intention of taking your life. What, you just tried to shamelessly execute us? That is simply because you reached the wrong conclusion. What did you do to Yuki? When I do to him, I didn't do anything. It's all your fault he's like this. What? Don't worry, he is alive, just unconscious. By the way, something unexpected has happened, quite embarrassing. And despite you not knowing my plan, you brought them all here, Monocro. What plan? Monocro, you... No, do not rush to conclusions. I am your ally, not your enemy. Mikado, I don't know what you're planning, but I am no longer under your control. This must be the limit of your usefulness. What? Unfortunately, your role has ended a long time ago. No matter how important you was, I can't have you flying around doing what you want. I had no choice but to deal with you myself. After saying that, Mikado began to raise his hand and draw a magic circle. Ah, Monocro? Sharp spear of flames created by Mikado just pierced through Monocro's tiny body. The spear burned brightly and began to explode Monocro's body from within. Mikado? No way, I can't. From the beginning, Ah! Red-hot debris flew all around across the walls and floor whilst melting. Monocro's body was completely destroyed. Monocro. Rest well, Monocro. He was only a substitute for the far more useful Monokuma anyway, just a simple AI. You? Now that the side characters are gone, shall we move to the final act? What else have you planned? We already have our memories back and know the truth now. We won't fit into your plan anymore. So let us out of here immediately. I will let you go. Stop being dramatic. It's over now anyway. Didn't I say I have no intention of taking your any more lives? Really? Well, I will admit, according to the original plan, you all should have been executed and died. However, since things turned out like this, a revision of the plan was needed. I will spare your lives accordingly. Wouldn't you say it makes sense? Do you really think we trust you that easily? If you really don't intend to harm us, hand over Yuki. What? I'm sorry, what did you say? I think you're all wrong. I think I heard you wrong. You wouldn't ask for that. Let's not let us let not us comrades fight. Someone like you? Mikado, your avatar seems to have changed a bit. Nothing like that happened to us, and your avatar seems broken. Okay, good. I will return Yuki to you, but I can't at the moment. I will when we are finished. Not only that, I will let you return to your peaceful daily lives with no harm. I swear on my name. Mikado began to shout with an obscene gesture. Countless times we have been tricked by his speeches. There's something wrong here. He's got to be lying. In the end, looks like our killing skill trip has been extended. As long as Mikado, the masked man who planned this all, doesn't help us, there's no near hope of escape. Like when Rei had burned on the first day, fragments of Monochrome are still scattered everywhere. Even though this was a virtual world, the smell of burning felt real, like it was breaking our will of resistance. Our options were slowly disappearing from us, little by little. Wait, what do you want us to do? If I am honest, the rest of the plan from now on will be improvised. Strictly speaking, my plan was 99% successful. The 1% did fail, probably due to outside interference, but that matters not to me. I have insurance. Master Utsuro? Has Yuki already been taken over by Utsuro? Is it not possible for the original Yuki to come back? Sora? An amazing question. Simple answer is yes. You have nothing to worry about. As you all know, Void's plan is the resurrection of divine luck. To do that, we need to resurrect Utsuro. However, that doesn't necessarily mean we have to sacrifice Yuki. What do you mean? Do you not understand? In other words, Utsuro can be revived with divine luck, and Yuki can be brought back to life back to live his own life. A happy ending where everyone wins. Isn't this what you want? There's no need to fight each other, right? That's ridiculous. There can't be such a happy ending. That's meta. If that was possible, why would you put us all through the killing game? Is there a need for me to answer all your questions? Everything I say is true. The choice is yours in the end. You can have your happy ending or not. Is it really true? Iroha don't believe him too. But I can't help it. Monochrome tried to resist and look how he turned out. We can't beat him. Also, if Mikado had planned to kill us, he would have already have done so. Am I wrong? You're not wrong, but... Yuruko, it's okay. It doesn't matter if he's lying or not. If we don't follow him, he'll just kill us. If that's true, we should accept it. Sora? Mikado, if you betray us, no matter what happens, I won't let you escape. I will attack you head on, take back everything you've taken from us, and stop your plans. Fine by me. Fine, but this is the last time I'll go along with his plans. What should we do from now on? Let's see, from now on we're going to work on completing the last 1% of the plan. It's simple. What I want you to do is the same as what you did during the killing school trip. A class trial. The final class trial. Another class trial? Originally, the 5th class trial should have been the last. What? In what world? What world is the 5th class trial the last? No, the plan should have been finished after that. The last judgment ended up in disaster, so if we wish to get the good ending, we have to try again. Damn it, that means someone else has to die after all. Oh, do not mistake my words. We will not be discussing a murder case. We will discuss the truth, specifically my plan. About Void's plans, the killing school trip, and the next generation symbols of hope. You came here with Monochrome and collected information on the way, correct? Mikado, are you asking us to figure out your plan? Put it together, the plan I've worked my whole life for. If you discover the truth, I will let you live. And if you fail... If we fail? It shouldn't matter. Regardless of the outcome, you have the rest of your life to do it. What, that means we have to remain here forever? I value results over anything else. No matter how perfect the process is, if the results is a disaster, it would all be in vain. Ironically, the class trial is more of a process in itself than a result. Even the process of making a class trial itself is a result. What are you talking about? Does that mean you don't care about what we do in the class trial? Can I continue what I'm saying? You just need to clear the class trial and my plan will be complete. What should we do, Sora? Does it sound suspicious? There must be something up. No, that's just how you win Danganranpa, Yuruko. Sora, you said you were going to attack Mikado head-on. Any plans? No, I don't have a plan. I'm sorry. Huh? For Mikado, it's the same. His plan should be ruined. Actually, this is because of some outside interference. Who in the real world is trying to sabotage Mikado? Maybe someone from the Kisaragi Foundation? As long as we're in the virtual world, all we can do is wait for someone to come help us. But if they could help, wouldn't they have before? I guess we have to believe in whoever it was. Now, the Kisaragi Foundation must have done it. I don't think we would have survived the execution without them. This means that the Foundation is finally acting, and it's proof that they won't let Mikado escape. But why are they acting so late? Is it going to be a tough fight? I don't exactly know what Mikado's after, but why the Kisaragi Foundation is helping us. I think this is the best we can do for now. What should I do? One option after another. No tactical meeting. Well, it's decided. Let's move immediately. Now with the sudden reboot, there's a lot of errors all over the place. It's time. This time we're going straight to the final trial grounds. Let's go. This will be the end of everything. The final trial grounds, where is that? That will be all. Follow me. This is a vacant spot in Higa City, so there should be nothing here. Originally, if you entered this place, you'd be in the infinite loop of a forest and eventually come back. Oh, so it would be like Mnog, too. But I have configured it to show a building in the vacant spot as a failsafe in case the system reboots. This building. Yes, the final judgment room. Let's go. We went into the woods with Mikado without a word. So the thick fog cleared and the appearance of the huge tower began to appear. This is a very different feeling from the Tower of Babel. It's an overbearing feeling. What do you think? Is it grandiose enough for our finale? Is this the final judgment room? Was this prepared for an emergency, or were you always planning for this? I wouldn't say expected, I'd say prepared. Honestly, I'm quite happy to be revealing this. Even more happier than I was when Nikke confessed to being a void. However, my plan was already in motion. Being here makes me feel like there's nothing else to fail. How long are you planning to keep Yuki like that? Even if he is unconscious, do you plan to involve him in the class trial? Don't worry about that. When you arrive in the Judgment Tower, you will understand. Oh, finally, the environment is worth seeing. It doesn't look that different. The elevator is exactly the same. This part is copy-pasted. However, unlike the last elevator, this one goes to the sky instead of underground. A class trial in the sky, whilst we admire the scenery. Wouldn't that be perfect for the final chapter? Okay, now that's it. Ta-da, Mikado snapped his fingers and the unconscious Yuki had just disappeared. Yuki? Well, where'd you send Yuki? Yuki will take a special little role in the class trial. Special role? Don't you know, Yuki is a key in Void's plan. That's what it means. Yuki's unconscious avatar is his vessel that will soon be resurrected. He cannot participate in the trial. So I pulled out the mind of Yuki and put it elsewhere. What? Didn't you say he was just unconscious? Oh. You do not have to worry, my friends. I did promise, remember. Yuki will be returned to you. And you can return to your peaceful daily life. There's no harm in you all living, so I don't mind anyway. Yuki is already in the trial grounds, being shown using a separate display. At the end of the trial, everything will go back to normal, so I asked you to focus carefully. Is there anything else you want to ask? I didn't think so. Now, are you all ready? Yuruko, you have to do this. I know. Should we really be following his words so easily? I wonder if it's really the right thing to be doing, but Is it true that Yuki is still alive? We have to do this. Yuruko, we need to join forces. Wait, why hasn't I mentioned too? I'm with you too. Oh, right. Why do you think she's just going to betray us again? Do I think, I won't, I'm definitely made up my mind. Aren't you just doing this to stay alive? Of course not. Like it or not, running away isn't an option. As Mikado said, this is the final chapter, the finale. The grand events are around us to push us towards the end. Somehow I want to prolong this as long as possible and hope somebody will come to intervene. Oh yes, this will take a long time, because there is still a chance for us to fight back. Good. The elevator doors are open. Let us go to the final stage. For the last time. Connor, are you telling the truth? Is it really true? Of course, the bad things are now over. Now, everyone, everything begins and ends with this elevator. You don't want to fight, but I will if I have to. So if anybody wanted to change chance to attack, now would be the last time. Now let's get started. There's your boy. Why is he in a wheelchair? Huh? So that's it. I finally confirmed with my own eyes. There's no need to rush anymore. Who? Due to the backlight, it was hard to see who it was. What happened? Where am I? No. I thought he died. Wait, is that not Kinjo? That's Yamato Kisaragi? Okay, these are just like Uchikoshi people. Let's talk to this. Well, I can only interact with one thing in that pod. It didn't take me long to realize that I was lying somewhere. There was a man looking down at me. He was wearing a cap with a long brim covering his right eye. His sturdy physique was pale, and he rode around in a wheelchair as if he was somehow weak. This is the first time I see it. No, is this the first time I've seen it? Somehow it all looks familiar to me. This person. Kaisuke. It's time. I am waiting for Ryotaro. What in the... Am I not remembering these names? I'll keep going. Kaisuke Iranami. Is he her big bro? Yes, director. So she's Satsuki's big bro. Like, okay. Prepare the deployment of the crew. Tsuruki Kinjo. Okay, so that was Kinjo. Okay. You are insane. Well, what else is new? It's been a while, Ray. Oh, Hisashi Burides, Ray. It seems like you've had some troubles. Well, I guess I'm right. Good. Just die. I'll keep punching until you do. Wait, Miss Mikaru, stop. It's okay, Kaisuke, but I should be the one speaking. I agree. First we need a status check of the crew, then we need a briefing. Yes, sir. So, Ray, there seems to be a lot of things you need to tell me. F you! Do you know the situation I'm in? That's what I want to ask. Huh? I apologize, you acted alone, hiding it all this time. It must have been embarrassing for you. Shobai. Wow, you sure came quick. So Shobai was doubling it. He was just playing it both ways. It's you?
Oi.
About Mikado-san Noji, is it done? Yeah.
Nah.
Director, you know I'd do anything for money, but don't ask me to do something like that again. In the end, I ended up betraying my client Mikado, all for the sake of money. Are you trying to preach to me now? You're just a crook. Don't speak more than I ask you to. You're just a tool I bought with money. You ain't wrong. I made this decision too. What? He was in the virtual world? Didn't you see him? Tsurugi, what the hell? Save it for later, Ray. There's more pressing matters at the moment. Do you even know what happened to Teruya? He's gone. He's dead. Really dead. You, string of insults, left him alone without knowing what to do. But instead of relying on him, you sent someone else. What excuse are you going to come up with this time, huh? Try me. His death was a sacrifice for the future. Ray, don't forget, we are on active duty. Put your personal feelings aside. Isn't that your specialty? What should I do? Thank you, Ray. Shut up and give me orders. First of all, we need to secure the lives of the survivors who have awakened from the Neo World Program Mark II. Okay, well, Shobai survived, right? Who's the other guy? What's going on? No, how long will I be lying here? I try to stand up carefully, but this whole body doesn't seem to have been used for a long time. The muscles are screaming in pain, but somehow I successfully move my body. Looks like I'm being ignored. I should try to understand my situation some more. So Sora just gets emancipated. She gets raptured out of the final chapter. She gonna go back in? Hello there. Tsurugi? Wait, Mr. Kinjo, Sir Kinjo, what should I say? How long is he gonna ignore me for? He's quite different from how I remember him, but I've certainly seen him before. He was one of the survivors from the killing game of the 79th class of Hope's Peak Academy students. The former super high school level police officer and chief of the Kisaragi Foundation, Tsurugi Kinjo. According to what Teruya said, so you're the leader of the Kisaragi Foundation. It's been quite a while now. Awkward. Director, the squad has been deployed. What's the next order? Nice job. I'll start the briefing shortly. Where is Ryotaro? Probably with the intelligence team. The head of department put him there. Contact the communication team. Noti, I'm already here. Ryotaro? Wait, did he have, like, in the Zephyrin build, wasn't there, like, thumbnails of him on save files? But he just never appears in the game anywhere. What? Kinjo, what have you done? It's just as Rei always says, despite being on the same team, you always do things your way. Ryotaro, why are you saying that? The Foundation is also involved in this. Also, it's normal for him to decide what everyone does, as he's the director after all. So Teruya died without knowing anything. Kinjo, you knew full well that Teruya would follow your orders without hesitation. Ryotaro? Leave it, Kaisuke. Ryotaro, I understand why you're angry, but save it for later. We're not done here yet. Save it, and he keeps pushing it down the line. Also, we're working. Please address me as director or boss. Always working, kin. Boss, have you ever thought of us as people? Teruya was your friend. Have you seen the state of Rei right now? Ryotaro Maki. What do you think you're doing? I miss Mikaru. We're working. There's no point in making meaningless words, remember? But, Ryotaro? Excuse me, I'll start the briefing. I hope they stay quiet. Hey! That's funny. What are they doing? Why are they arguing? Who are they in the first place? Are they members of the Kisaragi Foundation? Somebody explain. That should be blue text, right? Thank you for the report, Rei. Shut up. Good. We will begin working to secure the survivors. According to the information from the broker, there are 3 survivors, Yoruko Kabuya, Iroha Nijue, and Yuki Maeda. Tsurugi, listen to me. I'm alive. I'm a Kame Taira, alive and well, the criminal you hate so much. Kaisuke with Team 1, and Ryotaro with Team 2. Evacuate the 2 women. Yuki Maeda will take care of him myself. Alright. Ryotaro, thoughts? Let's go. Well, let's move. Rei, would you come with me?
Hi.
Sure. Yo, director, can I have a sec? What is it, scum? There's not 3 survivors, but 2. What? You've already checked Akane Taira. The only ones left are Yuruko Kabuya and Iroha Nijue. Impossible, Yuki Maeda must be there too. Couldn't find him, not here. No. Wait. Shobai, what happened? Where is Yuki? Hey, why are you asking me? I got no clue. All you paid for me to do is our contract, is the deal with Mikado, and that's solved. Aren't my duties fulfilled? Don't lie, trash. I know you're hiding something. Tsurugi! He's right here. There are 13 connecting devices here. I just checked. At first, 15 people were involved in this case. Even after confirming the identity of the corpses, I could not find the bodies of Mikado Sanoji or Miyuki Maeda. Kaisuke, Ryotaro, the 2 of you will be given to evacuate the 2 women as directed. I will check for myself. Shobai, you too. Yeah. And Sora just woke up and is trapped in the pod, huh? Why is nobody caring about me? Can you get out of the pod? No, that's not what I should be worried about. Nobody's even noticing that I'm here. It's like I don't even exist. What is this phenomena? Am I dreaming? Am I actually still in the virtual world? What's going on? You're just getting a peek of the lore. You're just transporting the player to this place. Oh wow, okay. Nice improvised menu there. Okay, what is no interaction? No interaction. Okay then. Yuruko, you're okay. Excuse me, can you hear me? How many fingers am I holding up? Where am I? Who are you? Where's Mikado? Calm down, I'm from the Kisaragi Foundation. Are you Yoruko Kabuya? Kisaragi Foundation? Then wait. Is this the real world? Yeah, sorry for being late. We've had many delays due to certain incidents. The Foundation, then. Is it true we are alive? Yoruko, can't you hear my voice? Hey, don't try to run. Wait. Eek. Ryotaro, catch that chick. She's one of the prime suspects. Wait, stop. What, Iroha? Don't you know that girl over there? That girl is a major contributor to your situation. We will first detain her and hand her over to law enforcement. Oh yeah, if we escape from the virtual world. Sora and Yuki. Sora? Please wake up. Hey, are you okay? You have been laid down for days, so your muscles will have contracted. Don't move around too much. Where is Sora? Huh? What are you saying, Yuruko? I'm right here. I don't know of this Sora girl you speak of. The only survivors here are you, that runaway girl, and Yuki. Just you there. Just you three. What? That's not true. I'm definitely alive. Yukima. This is creepy. Yuki Maeda's status hasn't been confirmed yet. He appears in the data, but the director's confirming it. No, you're lying. Sora is dead? You don't know who Sora is. If you have doubts, I'll help you check the access devices in the Neo World program if you want. What the hell is going on? Yuruko, just look at me. Huh? This is deep. I tried to stop Yuruko from looking at me, but nothing happened. My hand went through Yuruko's body. No sensation was left in my hand. It was a feeling of reluctance, like putting your hand through smoke. Sora. Why can't anyone hear me? Why am I invisible? The moment I went through Yuruko's body, I witnessed a strange phenomenon. I was faintly able to understand why. It was the truth that I didn't want to realize, but I had no choice but to accept it. Akane Taira was dead all along. Careful, don't trip. This way. The man and Yuruko walked over carefully. They arrived at the capsule from which I woke up some time ago. No way. Is this the person you call Sora? Unfortunately, she is. Why? Why? Roha and I came back, but Sora, why? Why haven't you woken up? Sora, are you kidding me? Wake up, Sora. She can't wake up. Because she died a long time ago. What? This girl's name is Akane Taira. She died before the Foundation was even founded. But a few days ago, we got intel that she was alive. Then why? Listen carefully. To be precise, it would be more correct to say only her body is alive. Wait, how? Wait, that is... Only her body? What does that mean? For some reason, her brain stopped functioning. Her body's metabolic functions work correctly, but it would be more right to say she's brain dead. Ah. But you can load in a new... What? Don't be ridiculous, that can't be true. Sora was alive. She still is alive. In the virtual world. Huh? Even if she was only virtual, BCI is the way of connecting with the brain. How could it connect to her brain if she's dead? We are not sure. First of all, it's crazy that the cardiopulmonary function is still working without the aid of a machinery such a brain dead state. I don't know how many years she's been like this, but without a doubt there's a lot of mystery surrounding her. It can't be. Why? Why now? Even it was all over. It sounds like you got pretty close to Akane Taira. Do you even know everything she did? Besides, I'm sorry to say this after I've just rescued you, but you're under arrest. What? Yuruko Kabuya, you are hereby under arrest for working in a bar whilst underage. Seems like you've done well to hide it so far, but that doesn't matter. A crime is a crime, so we have to do this. What? That has nothing to do with the current situation. What the hell? Wait, let go of me. Law is absolute. Yuruko Kabuya, you're going to be detained just like your friend over there. After that, the Foundation leader will decide what to do with you. It's been a tough day. You should rest. Let me go. Sora's still... Ryotaro, are you finished? Yeah, I've caught her. She was kind of jumpy, so I tied her up. No, you've done a good job. Yeah, now we have to defeat these people. You know, it's like... multiple different levels of types of villains going here. You got lawful evil, is what we call this kind of person, you know. Let's go to the helicopter. Continue our mission. The director can take it from here. What's wrong, Ryotaro? It doesn't matter. Are we really cut out for this, Kaisuke? We are the members of the Kisaragi Foundation. We are just following orders, that's all. I understand. Sora! Sora! Hehe. Hehe. What happened? Sora? You are as hard as a statue. It's you. I told you, didn't I? That I would look forward to the results. How are you? Do you regret it? Are you in despair? This is our destiny. This is the result we were given. That's why I warned you. Did you really believe you could be forgiven? I understand now. I finally understand everything. The person called Sora never existed. From the beginning, they built a digital personality, which might have been based off of, from that Chapter 0, it seems it was based off of Mikako Kurokawa's. From the beginning, the prerequisite to be with everyone else was wrong. Akane Taira knew this from the start. If so, Are you serious? Kinjo? Yes. Our job here is finished. There's nothing left to do. Let's give up on Yuki Maeda. What? Good, what a reasonable choice. Wait, Kinjo, are you crazy? Without even telling the intelligence team, you're going to be beyond acting alone now. Are you really okay with this? Yuki Maeda was the only reason we did this. No, we did this to protect the survivors, while we dealt with those criminals. We've done what we need to. We can leave it now. So then, Teruya, what about everything he did? Rei, Yuki Maeda, Teruya Otori, don't let your personal feelings get in the way. Don't let yourself get swept away by your personal feelings. You'll be irrational. Man, this guy learned nothing from the first game. Are you going to repeat the same mistake you made last time? The director is right. We have no idea where Yuki Maeda could be. To find him, we have to restart the program again. That means Mikado Sanoji would return. Is that what you want to do, Mikaro? Could you deal with that? If he comes back, everything we've been working for would be for nothing. If you understand, let's leave it. Mikado Sanoji is dead. Most of the Voids are dead, and we secured a survivor. It's an acceptable conclusion. Director, if it's all over, I want my payment. Shut up. Of course I remember your reward. The mission isn't over until the convoy is in the safe zone. You'll have your payment. Until then, shut up. Yes, you got it, boss. So my work here is done. 'Twas quite a difficult job. Yes, everybody, let's withdraw for now. Rei? Yes, I understand. What's up? Come on, Director. I'll escort you to the mainland. Shut up. Don't speak unless asked to, criminal. Wait, did he walk? He's not in a wheelchair? Or is that just Showai's footsteps? Hey. That's Utsuro, right? Master Utsuro? I should say it's been a while. No, wouldn't it be better for you to talk? It's amazing. I miss you so much I really wanted to see you again. Why can't I stop crying? It's normal. Nobody likes to see a boy like me again in this world. You're wrong. I'm happy to see you again. But some regrets still remain. You could say I'm foolish for being so shameless. My wish is to be with you forever. I'm only here to fulfill my promise, Master Utsuro. Wait. Are you just going to let it in like this? Without doing anything, without making a choice? Can you really accept this result? It's noisy over there. Master Utsuro. What should I do? Why are you asking me that? I'm sorry, but this time I can't be alone. I wonder why Utsuro's text is blue. I guess because it's in her thoughts. Akane Taira! It's not too late. It's too early to end it like this. It's for you to decide. You've already done this. Seems you've always depended on me. That's why you screamed like you can't be without me. But you've been acting on your own this whole time. Tell me, have I ever helped you decide? Come back, Akane Taira. Without you, nothing begins and nothing ends. Don't run away. If you come back, I won't stop you from doing anything. Just one more time, please lend me your power. No matter what you choose, I won't stop you. It's okay to come back when everything is over. If you don't want to, you can come with me. Nobody can decide for you. You deserve a chance to choose for yourself. Choose whatever you want. I assume this is where choosing coming back from the dead, choosing to be no longer brain dead type thing. Sora or Master Utsuro. I choose. Well, it asked me if I saved the game. Last time, like, you had to choose evil. At the end of the first game, you had to choose evil. So, I don't know how this is supposed to... I don't know if this is... I'm not confident this is the right answer. I'm sorry, Master Utsuro. Just a little. Just wait a little longer. After all, why are you apologizing? I told you, you decide your own path. Go back. Lastly, there's one thing I want to ask. Master Utsuro, are you just part of my imagination? Are you really Master Utsuro? If you're asking that, you should already know the answer. You do not need me to answer it for you. Go away. Get it done. Master Utsuro. Thank you. Do we resurrect? Do we rise? What is this? Ryotaru, Kaisuke, I remember telling you to go to the helicopter. Boss! Director, there's a problem. The door won't open. Excuse me. Divine luck. Whoops, maybe someone touched something they shouldn't have. Hey, what's going on? No. No fucking way. It can't be. It's irrational to be surprised. However, the power to produce an impossible result. You should know that power all too well. That voice. Shit, it's Akane. Somebody catch that crook. Okay, Suke, please wait here with everyone. Well, one thing we do know, Akane is hard to catch. Her body might be, like, all out of shape now, because it's been, like, lying dormant for years on end. Akane, when she was healthy, was, like, a mess. Like, you could not catch her. Okay. Empty tomb. Nice to meet you, Kisaragi Foundation. Oh! Mikado Sanoji. Hey, what is the meaning of this, Shobai? He should be dead. Shobai betraying your moral code, it's wrong. You betrayed me for money. Thanks to that, things have become more complicated. Don't be so heartbroken. As you said, I followed the cash. Kisaragi Foundation just had more moolah, nothing personal. Doesn't matter, the process doesn't matter, but the results are that I am still alive. How? How was he able to restart the Neo World program, you must be asking? That's right, well, I never would have imagined that you would have put code that bypasses security and closes the program from the outside. Wait, Kinjo, what are you talking about? Shut up, this isn't the time for explanations. The method I used? Allow me to be honest, I don't know. What? When the Neo World program was closed and the emergency power was cut, my death should have been certain. Should have been. Well, no need to worry about the details. As a result, I have risen from the dead. So the activation of the security system was your doing. Indeed, the laboratory is like my second body. The wires are my blood vessels, and the electricity that flows through is my blood, and the computer is my brain. Operating the security system is just as easy as breathing for me. Very pterodactyl of you. This can't be. Unless someone deliberately restarted the emergency power, this should be impossible. Director, apart from us, everyone else in this building is at the entrance, right? Correct, not including the troops outside surrounding the perimeter. Everyone is inside. It's useless to suspect somebody from the Foundation. Only 3 of us ever went inside of the emergency power room. Then one of you lot turned it on. What was that? There's no other explanation. It's got to be one of two you. I understand now. Comfort is you. The contracted me made was all a lie, and you was working with Mikado this whole time. You're the one who could have done it, filthy scum. This is why I don't trust criminals. Everyone shut up, stop jumping to conclusions. Do you really think the culprit matters now? We still have a massive problem on our hands. No matter what somebody is planning, we have to act now, or this will be all for nothing. Do you have time to be wasting arguing when you should be used to think of what we should do? Looks like Ray's the smartest one here. Don't bother even trying to understand what happened. I don't even know myself after all. But you don't need to worry yourselves. I have no intention of harming any of you. Don't try to shamelessly bullshit us. This isn't the time, Tsurugi. Mikado Sanoji, what do you want from us? You must need us for something since you went out of your way to contact us, correct? A proposal, you could call it. I still intend to carry out my initial plans. To resurrect Master Utsuro. You all know him by now, yes? According to my initial plan, the resurrection of Master Utsuro should have already been complete. I'm glad you all enjoyed your lunch break, but it's time to return now. To return? But there is no need to worry about this backup plan of mine. It will be beneficial to you as well. Drop the detours, get to the point. First, I want my actors to reprise their roles. What? I'm referring to Yoriko Kabuya and Iroha Nijue, and Shobai Hashimoto, who have all returned to the real world. The 3 of them will return to the virtual world. Because said people left, the killing skill trip is currently on hold, as if time has stopped. You want us to go back in there? Correct. Furthermore, I would request that 2 members of the Kisaragi Foundation take the stage as well. Us too? I refuse. Whoo. I only hear your words as a call for us to come in there and die. Entering the Neo World program and being in reality, there is no difference, you hear me? I agree. Besides, I already betrayed you once, so I've lost my credibility with you. I've seen what you're capable of, no thanks. I understand your caution, however, I said I would not hurt them, did I not? And if the 2 of you enter as well, wouldn't you have a special advantage over me? Is that the force shutdown? Force shutdown? He's talking about the ones used at Jabberwock Island. Is that 11037? Yes, with the consent of more than half the users, the force shutdown will activate. Since Shobai and I are counted as administrators, we do not count to this total. In other words, you have 13-7, which means you can simply enter in the Neo World program. That 7 is including our dear Ray and Tsurugi, of course. So if we enter and you try something, we can just activate the forced shutdown? Wait, why are you believing that? Most of that is correct, however. This is a modified version compared, meaning that it wouldn't be the same as it was on Jabberwock Island. And with this, you would expect us to jump into the Lion's Den by entering a system we know next to nothing about. No, the forced shutdown would work. I told you, Director, I've inspected the software inside and out. I'm the one who modified the system, so I should know. This is all show by. In fact, that's how I was able to manually disconnect myself, so I can guarantee it. No, that's what he did, I guess. Still, there's no reason for us to take the risk and enter ourselves. Our fate with you is over. The survivors have been rescued, and this killing game is over. There is no reason to take the risk? That's what you said, right? What? Instead of wasting my words, why don't I just show you a reason? Take the stage, Yuki Maeda. Is anyone there? Sora, Yuruko, anyone? Where is everyone? I can't see, it's so dark. Please someone help, anyone. Whoever's there, help me. Help me. Well, that could be fake. Yuki Maeda? Tsurugi, Rei, is this the Yuki Maeda you've been looking for? You wouldn't leave him all alone here, right? He's just a poor victim dragged into all this. Yes, a victim who was sacrificed for divine luck. The Kisaragi Foundation is founded to help those in need, was it not? Shut your mouth, you filthy criminal. But there's more. If you don't want to enter the virtual world, the doors are going to remain shut. And this lab just happened to be built in an abandoned nuclear shelter. From the inside or the outside, no matter what, it would be impossible for them to open the door. You'll be trapped here for the rest of your lives. Wait a moment, I'll contact the rest of the Foundation. Do you really think I let the radio waves stay up? Try all you want, but your radio simply won't function. The only way out of here is to do what I say or else. Yes, I'll have no choice but to blow up the island next to the laboratory. Of course, if I did that, that wouldn't be safe. ARG. ARG! Also, it's not just Yuki Maeda you should fight for. Shouldn't you be fighting for your dear Teruya too? That brat was so annoying, he kept resisting until the bitter end. You wouldn't want poor Teruya's death to be in vain. You should probably resolve this situation for him. Shut up, damn it! Should you accept my proposal, I will even explain how you could fight me. Shut your damn mouth! Yeah, Kinjo has learned nothing from the previous game. He's just like... he's just worse now. Tsurugi, damn it, why? This should all be over now. This is why. Are you okay? I'm fine, thank you. Director, so what do you want to do? We're caught in this guy's trap. I don't know how he managed it, but he's back. Do we accept his proposal and fall deeper into his trap? Or do we starve to death in this lab? Rei. What should I do? It's strange to hear you say that. You must be desperate. Well, we'd be risking the lives we've saved so far as well as our own. However, if he really wanted to kill us, he'd have done it already. But if you think about it, for him to say all this means he's confident he'll win. Dealing with the guy like that, we're effed either way. There's no other option. Each one of us just despair. Don't forget, we're not the only ones in this lab. Kaisuke and Ryo Tatu are here too. And the survivors we locked up. The majority and the minority, it's obvious. Is that so? I'm sorry, Rei. We're going in. I knew you'd say that. So, have you made your decision? Yes? Mock me whilst you still can. This time I will definitely kill you. Oh, scary. Wait, I've not decided what I want to do yet. You dare defy me, criminal? Shut up and follow us. Consider that an extension of your contract. An extra 20% on top of your initial payment. Would suffice? 30%. 25%, nothing more. Both of you shut up, you're making my head hurt. Well, I think you're right. Anyway, there's no other way out of here, so let's get started. Good. First bring Yaruko and Iroha here. And take all three of them, including Shobai, back to their original connectors. Tsurugi, Rei, use the spare connectors in the electrical room. I'll guide you as soon as you enter the program. So let us meet again. In Utsuroshima. Hoo-hoo-hoo. Are you really okay with this, Tsurugi? No. Ness, not like we have a choice, though. I would be. It's like, I'm not okay with this. This is just the only thing we can do. Because last time we will end this. Call the crew. Bring in the survivors. What? No, Director, you can't. This has to be some sort of trap. It is! That's all you... It's like, you just gotta... But it's like... But if you're Makoto, you could just spring every trap and get away with it. I don't know if Kinjo can. Rei might be able to. We're fine. Let's just stay here and wait for help from HQ. No, I will finish this right here and right now. I will not accept anything else. I will save them. Boss? I am the leader of this foundation. I hope you don't regret this. Please come back safely. Ryotaro, even you? It's okay, Keisuke. This is the last time we have to deal with this. Our void problem will end today. Then this is all over. Let's have dinner together. We're going to die? You don't know Mikado like I do. He's dangerous. We're done for. We're all gonna die no matter what we do. We're dead. Keisuke, Ryotaro, tie up the girl and put her in the connector. Okay. It's time. Let's go. Wait for us. Rei? What, psycho? What? As, Google Translate, and both Google Translate and, Zephyrum translated Psycho Cop. It's been a long time. That's true. What have you done in that time, apart from tear down and destroy? Sorry, I have nothing else to say. In the end, things went wrong, and I dragged you into this again. It's not the first time. I'm used to this by now, so stop worrying yourself. I still need an explanation from you. I know. But if I don't calm down, we'll just be defeated. Well, I'll be counting on you. I have to get out of this wheelchair somehow. We're going in, now. It's time to end this. Now we have Rei and Kinjo back in the game. And it's a thing. Aura? Wake up, Sora. Sora, are you okay? Huh? Yuruko? Sora, is it really you, so I'm not dreaming? Yeah. Wow, Sora! I'm so happy to see you again, thank God. Yuruko, calm down. I thought I'd never see you again. It all happened so sudden. There's still a lot I don't know, and nothing's been resolved yet, but... You're alive, and I found you again. Yeah, it's nice to see you again, Yuruko. Could you let me go first? I'm drowning in your arms. Oh. Sorry, I didn't mean do it on purpose. I'm just so happy. After that, Yuruko seemed to calm down a little and walked back carefully. Arms, legs, head, torso. Nothing looks to be out of the ordinary. But I know my real body is dead. It all just felt like a long dream. Like an unpleasant experience moving a body that's not yours. Probably because I found out the truth. No, it doesn't matter anymore. Why am I still alive? Why have I returned to the virtual world? It's not too late to think about the future. But for now, let's focus on the present. Huh, what'd you say? It's nothing, I'm just mumbling to myself. Rather, Yuruko, it's the Mono Cruise. Why are we back at the monocruise? Monocro said that it's possible to recover something if there's backup data for it, but no details. That's right. Yuruko, those people over there are very surly people that are not fun to deal with. They're big pains in the butt is what they are. What, it's them. Are you really her? Akane Taira? What are they doing in the virtual world? Just answer the question. Don't you already know the answer? You know more about me than I do. Even though it's just reality, virtually, I never thought I'd see you again. Now I've answered your question, answer mine. Tsurugi, Rei, why are you... No, it's not just you two. Yuruko's here too, why are you all back? Shobai's here too, finally, he hasn't appeared yet. Finally, they'd finally escaped this virtual hell and returned to the real world. Why the hell did you bring them back, knowing everything Mikado has done to them? Sora, wait, we're here to... I've been waiting. Yep, there's Shobai. I, Mikado Sanoji, have a dream. A dream for divine luck. What's wrong? Did nobody get my reference? After all the work it took to look this elegant, this is the reaction? Wasn't it spectacular? Say something. You have no idea what kind of people you're dealing with. These people have no soul. Sheesh, that's it, I'm done. I'm just trying to lighten the mood and give a little atmosphere to this dull place. Anyway, if this is your first time, welcome to Utsuroshima. For those who returning, welcome back to Utsuroshima. Well, I mean, it's not an island anymore, it's just a monocruise flying 500 meters in the sky. Or 5,000 meters. 5,000 meters, the cruise is in the sky. What about it? This is a virtual world, so why not make the fight out worthwhile? More importantly, Iroha, you're here. Of course I am, you called me here. I didn't want to be here, I didn't want to go back. Why'd you call him for? Why'd you call him for? Kano-san Oji, I've met your demands. I'm in the Winyo World program, now hand over Yuki Maeda. Where is he exactly? Oh, everybody's in such a hurry, I'll just say what you're all thinking. I'll fix everything, so listen carefully. Before I begin, I will promise one more time. I swear to everybody here, if you follow my instructions as told, nobody will be harmed. That's a lie, you're definitely lying. I think I heard a little fly buzzing around. It doesn't matter if you believe me or not. There's only one reason I called you. Start another class trial. Class trial? It's been a while since I've heard that name. Sora, Yuruko, and Iroha have already heard the explanation of my plan, correct? That's simply it. They just need to finish what we started and clear the class trial. Simple. Wait, all the trials before have been to find the culprit of the murder. Where's the body? In the corridor? I already explained this to Sora, but this court session will be a little different. Some things are going to change. In the final class trial, you will discuss the truth of it all. My plan, Void's plan, and divine luck. You will solve all the riddles I have laid before you. How would it benefit you to let us do that? That's not important. All that's important is that you do it. After all, it's a class trial. There should be some discussion, right? What a mess. Also, since we have our two guests joining in, I'll add something about Teruya too. Why did you mention Teruya? Our two guests wouldn't know, but in the last class trial, well, they couldn't find the culprit. What? My dear Teruya, unfortunately was made the victim of the last murder case just before the Foundation arrived. The executions of the Spotless were stopped due to their intrusion. We still don't know the identity of the true savage criminal who killed Teruya. Wouldn't you like to find out? That's ridiculous. You were the one who killed Teruya. I know, that was just a joke. Oh, phew, I'm still correct. Okay. A joke, you damn. There's no reason to discuss it, but since I have an agreement with the Kisaragi Foundation, consider it a bonus. So in addition to discussing the truth, we can also talk about the death of Teruya. Now, it's like a real class trial. But the Foundation guys and I don't know anything about Teruya's case. Don't worry, it will not be just a random discussion. Don't you know there's always an investigation time before a class trial? So that means... Yes, in order to make up for the lack of knowledge in this trial, I've hidden various clues throughout the model cruise. So you can all just investigate as usual. Originally, I decided to let Model Crow make the announcements. Also, we have luxury guests adding to our roster. This will make for a beautiful ending. So go through the model cruise and find out the clues. Due to the absence of Mono Crow, after a certain amount of time, I will do the announcement instead. That's all for me, me explanation. Does anybody have any questions? Wait, human garbage, where is Yuki? Oh right, Yuki. Tsurugi, you're always talking about Yuki. Could he be the love of your life? Say that again and I'll effing kill you. Don't be... Well, he's gonna kill him anyway, so it doesn't matter. Do you not have to worry. Yuki isn't going to be running away anywhere. In fact, it'll be impossible for him to escape. What do you mean? Did I tell Sora and the others I took Yuki's mind out and placed it somewhere else? What? Not that he did anything wrong, but he's in the trial grounds. Of course, he's alive in a stable condition. If you want to see Yuki that bad, you can always skip the investigation and head straight to the tower. Everything you're after, all in one room. Everyone is finally quiet. Is there any more questions? There's no more questions, let's get started. This will be the class trial that ends everything. Oh, and including the guests, there are 6 people here. There might be a bunch to discuss among the people you might not have spoken to before. And there could be some bad blood between some of you. But you must be certain that you are not enemies. At least not until the trial is concluded. Everyone's combined strength will be your greatest weapon to clear this class trial. Think you are all seasoned in class trials, so I'm sure you already know this. You talk too much. Can I just go now? What I mean to say is that you should all come together and fight my great despair. It cannot be done if you are all being cautious about each other. You must fight together to the end. Now, as Shomai said, we've been talking too long. Let's get started right away. There's no time limit for your investigation, so your best to investigate. I'll call you when you're ready. I wish you a good fight. See you later. He just admitted it. He's a great despair. After all, he's that kind of person. The last class trial. Everything we're after is in the trial grounds. I don't know why all this happened, but I have to find the truth and escape this place. We've come this far. So, let's go, Ray. Wait, Tsurugi. Hey, are your legs okay? And the wheelchair you had before isn't here. Is it because of the virtual world? No, he fakes it. Tsurugi? I'm not going to agree with Mikado, but I do think we should all work together. I will say that Akane did save Ray's life once. In her evil state, right? So, Ray would be able to consider that. But to Kinjo, Akane is just like... Just a turd. Like, he has no respect for Akane at all. It's something you should know. I still don't know why Mikado's letting us do this, but he's still out there. Things are going just as he expected because his plan is almost finished. He's way too confident his pride is going through the roof. That's why it will take our combined power to be able to beat Mikado. What are you talking about? Huh? Maybe the others, but I have nothing to say to you. Do you really think you're in the same position as the others? You are nothing more than the ghost of Akane Taira. You'll disappear along with this virtual world. Well, what'd you just say? Why should I speak to a ghost? You are a criminal. Criminals always lose in the end. If you understand, do not speak to any of us again. If you're planning on investigating, do it yourself. Tsurugi, what's wrong, Ray? Are you sympathizing with the words of a dead person? I didn't say that. But what? No, I don't think we should talk here. Let's talk whilst we investigate. Okay, she'll get Ray alone then. Hey, director, I'm going it alone. It'd help us to get the most information, yeah? Be a good tool and get information for its master. Get out quick. Come on, Ray. Yeah. Wait, you. It's scary to group together. There's a Rohan, just like no one likes her. Everyone just bullies her into utter oblivion. I'm gonna leave too. Except for maybe Sora, but she kind of bullies her too. So, Sora? Sora, are you even listening? Oh, Yuruko, you haven't left yet. I thought you wanted to go together. No, I didn't mean it like that. I thought you'd go investigate solo as well. No, I want to go with you. Maybe Tsurugi is right. I'm just the ghost of Akane Taira. Even if you get out of here, I probably won't come with you. Yuruko, you saw it too. The state of my body is in the real world. It's okay. Natural for everyone to avoid me. Avowed me. Yuruko, I don't think it's good for you to be with me. Don't worry about that idiot words. What? I came to see you because I wanted to, and I will save you. Of course, for Yuki too. I haven't heard about your past in detail yet, Sora, even if you don't 100% know. That's not impossible right now. We have to focus on what's ahead of us. But then this is over. Don't think about the results. Nobody can predict the future. You can't keep focusing on the results when the process hasn't happened yet. Alright, would you rather just give up? I can't, no. Obviously there must be a reason for Mikado to do another class trial. That's why we have to stop him. Yes, I know. But how do we do that? We need to investigate. Mikado himself is giving us clues. It might be a trap. No, knowing that it's a trap, we have to take the bait and still fight somehow. Yeah, that's it. So stop feeling sorry for yourself and turn that frown upside down. I guess. Thank you, Yoruko. You're always there for me. It's nothing. It's normal to help your friends. Yoruko, you're very reliable as an adult. I've always been an adult. I just lost my memory. You really have the power to move people's hearts. I now realize why you are considered a symbol of hope for the next generation. Cut it out. It's embarrassing. Yes, all we do now is stop Mikado's plan. Are you ready, Yoruko? Yeah. Akane, Taira, the Kisaragi Foundation, Kinjo, and Rei. My past sins. It's inevitable, they've all come together. The final class trial, everything will be decided then. For now, I need to focus on that. We have to prepare for the end. That's the reason I'm back. Baby. And there's the music. I have to stop here. Sorry I skipped a line at the beginning. But wow, this is gonna have 2 info dumps. Oof. But the line I skipped was just like, Otori should be here somewhere or something. Which might have been a typo because it should have been Yuki is here somewhere or something like that. Yeah, they were looking for Otori's, like, coffin. I know it's not literally a coffin, but it's, like, metaphorically a coffin. And that's what that one line by Monochrome was about. Was that Otori's coffin should be here somewhere. Sorry for skipping it. Okay, so... how many do I actually have left here? Oh, there could be so many more bullets. I mean, if this is the total number of pages, then there's only 1, 2, 3, there's only 6 more, but... there could be, like, another page. Let's do... well... we can stop any time in this, right? Yoruko, before we start investigating, I have something I want to ask you. And what a coincidence. I have something I want to ask you as well. I'll let you go first. No, you go. You spoke first, after all. If it's okay. Obviously, we still have the information we gained from the people who died in the singularities from Monochrome. And Mikado led us to the entrance of the trial grounds. Yeah? Suddenly, we lost consciousness, and when we woke up, we were in the Monocruise, right? Iroha said Mikado called us. Could you tell me what happened between the Kisaragi Foundation to make them come here? For you to know that. So did you go to the real world too? The real world? I don't know. My memories are still a bit vague and hazy. That's why I wanted to clarify with you, Yoruko. I couldn't hear everything that happened outside. However, from the context of the situation, it seems that the Kisaragi Foundation deactivated the virtual world from the outside. Something similar happened at the end of the 5th trial. During the execution, and then we were all about to die, everything was interrupted. Yeah, when I opened my eyes, there were a lot of strange machinery. We were in a lab, and there was capsules. I was lying there. So that's it. If you left the virtual world safely, then why did you all come back? Mikado came back. What? I don't know what the results, but I heard it when I was heading out of the lab with the Kisaragi Foundation members. Suddenly the door was closed and I heard Mikado's voice. Mikado woke up in the real world? No, I don't think that was the case. First of all, I didn't see if Mikado was alive in the lab or if he was somewhere else. Anyway, it seems that the laboratory door was built like a shelter, so it can't be broken into from the outside. That's when I heard Mikado's voice. So we asked Rei and Tsurugi to come to the virtual world? Yeah, otherwise the door wouldn't open, since he could control the lab's facilities as well. That's all I know. I was also arrested by a member of the Kisaragi Foundation, so I couldn't hear the full conversation. What, arrested? They better not have done anything weird. No, I'm fine. I'm just handcuffed. I was just handcuffed. They handcuffed you? I won't forgive them. How dare they? Shut up, Sora. I'm fine. Now it's my turn to ask. Sora, what did you do in the past? Ruko, you were able to see the state of my body in the real world. How would you know that I saw your body in the real world? No, not just that. How would you know about the state of your own body in the real world, if you wasn't awake in reality? Sora, a man from the Future Foundation said something to me. Okay, that's probably literally the Future Foundation. That the only survivors of the killing game were Iroha and myself. Are you sure it's not the Kisaragi Foundation? Future Foundation is an entity in Danganranpa universe. It's just different though. It's led by, like, this guy named Tingen or something, instead of Kinjo. That was the only survivors of the killing game, were Iroha and myself. He didn't even mention you, Yuki, or even Mikado. What is it? Did something happen that I don't know about? To answer that question, it's like you said, Yuruko, I saw it. I saw my body in the real world. I saw my own immobile body. I don't know how to explain it, but I experienced an out-of-body experience. Only my consciousness escaped from the insides of my body, but it was like observing my own body through somebody else's eyes. It wasn't that realistic, so I thought I was just dreaming, but I knew it was true as soon as I heard you say that. So, is it true, Sora, you're already dead in the real world? I don't know. If I were really dead, it would be ridiculous if something like that could happen. One of the Foundation members used the phrase, only the body is alive. The state of brain dead. Even if the brain itself is dead, the virtual world is supposed to connect to the brain. It doesn't matter. Whether I'm alive or dead, what matters is that I can move right now. It's just as you said, Yuruko, my body doesn't matter at the moment. But Sora... Yuruko? I'm fine, it's better thinking about that when this is all over. Have you forgotten, Yuruko? We can't keep paying attention to unknown results. Alright, for now let's focus on investigating. Am I turning away from reality? I know what happened, don't I? What happened to me? She's gonna get threatened with that at the end. Not knowing about it won't change anything. This is avoiding it. I just need to hold it in for a little while longer. This is all setting up a cringy if you just believe at the end of this. Right, it's a setup for an if you just believe. It's gonna come down to the end of, Sora, your body, it's dead. Do you really want to go to your dead body? And she's gonna be, if I just believe, right, I'll do it. Sora, it doesn't matter if there's any more clues. Let's go to the hallway. Everyone else needs to be investigating separately, so let's hurry. What's this? Nikkei? It's a robot that looks exactly like him. What's this? Nikkei doll. Someone definitely has a horrid sense of humor. Hello, nice to meet you all. It talked. I am trash. Please use me as a punching bag. What's with this horrid doll? Looks like Mikado made it. Hit me, hit me. Oh, you're so noisy. Just shut up. Are you really hitting him? That's exactly what it wants. It's not because it told me to, it's because it looked like Nikkei. You're right, Mikado-san Oji lost his parents when he was just a baby. He spent his life in an orphanage. When he suddenly started talking, nobody knew where his parents went. The great Mikado didn't know if he died, or just simply they certainly abandoned him. The only thing he was sure of was that he had no parents, and he was growing up in an orphanage. What's this, Mikado's backstory? I don't want to hear or know anything about that monster's past. Why is Nikkei narrating it? We should listen, we might learn something important. The great Mikado, who grew up in an orphanage, was disinterested in life itself. The nursery teachers took care of all the children with care. The great Mikado lived his day-to-day life without purpose. He had no dreams, no aspirations. Until one day. Late fall, when the cool breeze began to hit, somebody left a burning cigarette which began to blow towards the orphanage. Began to go up in flames and spread to the entirety of the orphanage. Which is made entirely of wood. Due to the dry surrounding climate and nearby mountains, the fire quickly covered the entire orphanage. Many people were burnt to death. Then some of the survivors cried out for help, desperate to live. The great Mikado did nothing. Although he was young, he lacked emotions. He had no intention of fighting to survive, or even the urge to. It was then that Mikado encountered that person. That person? It must be referring to Master Utsuro. Whenever even revealed his name, he approached the orphanage. Then suddenly heavy rain began to fall. The fierce fire was quickly extinguished. Everybody was in awe at the miracle that just happened. Before then, they rejoined in happiness. It was only the great Mikado who noticed that person. You could feel it, that person saved their lives. Mikado felt an intense rush of emotion that he never felt before in his whole life for a person who looked no older than he was. But then he suddenly disappeared as if nothing had ever happened. No matter how much Mikado looked, he couldn't find that person. Ever since that day, the great Mikado had a purpose and a will for his life. He wanted to meet the person who saved his life again, even if it was just for a second. It wasn't to say thank you. It wasn't even related to that incident. The great Mikado was only interested in the existence of the person himself. He didn't know why, but he felt a strong desire to meet that person again. Some time had passed, and he still had no clue of the whereabouts of that person, which was expected since he didn't even know his name. It's when the great Mikado decided something. If the same situation happened at the orphanage a second time, would he appear before him again? Mikado had made his decision. He decided to carry out his plan. A dry and windy day, just as it had been last time. The great Mikado sprayed and pre-prepared gasoline all over the orphanage, causing a fire once more. What? You heard that right? Did you just say that Mikado set it on fire? So he's been this sociopathic since he was a child? He really is insane. What the hell is he? Even though it's horrible, we should listen to the end. We might learn more. It did not happen a second time. Due to the gasoline, the fire was more vigorous than the last time. As a countermeasure against future fires, the orphanage removed the wood and rebuilt the building using new material. But it didn't matter. Even if it rained, it wouldn't be enough to put the fire out. The inside of the building was filled with the screams of despair. Mikado's heart was rejoiced with happiness. Are you coming? I'm sure you will. This time you'll perform to us all a far greater miracle. As the fire grew stronger, Mikado's expectations did as well. However, no matter how much time passed, the fire did not go out. Only then Mikado realized that something was wrong. The previous fire, he was not afraid of dying because he simply had no reason to live. But this time was different. The great Mikado had a purpose in life this time. The reason he implemented this plan. Realizing that, Mikado was trapped in an invisible fear. I don't want to die. I can't die until I see them again. It was at this moment that his whole body was engulfed in flames. That's enough. Infinity Unlimited Flame. What? Nikkei-inspired doll never got to finish his story. As directed by son Mikado appeared and destroyed the Nikkei doll instantly. The weird Nikkei doll was shattered in a bizarre way. It's a shame to hear the story of your past again. Oh, I didn't mean to scare you all, sorry. What'd you just do? Is that the end of the story? Why'd you destroy the doll? There was no more behind the story, but I was too embarrassed to continue when I was programming it. Oh, there was more behind the story, but I was too embarrassed to continue when I was programming it. The Nikkei doll was only made to be destroyed from the beginning anyway, so it's a good stress relief. You're insane. Completely insane. I knew it from the first day I met you. You set yourself on fire for an idiotic reason like that. You're crazy. I admit, I wasn't the smartest move. However, I was still young at the time. I could get even less smart. I wish you had burnt to death. Is this supposed to be a clue or what? Just the right amount of crazy for you? Well, I'll tell you the rest of the story myself. It'll help save a lot of time. The second fire, what happened to you? Can't you see for yourself? I'm alive. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't, if I wasn't, you would think. Did you end up meeting him with Utsuro? Did you survive the fire? It was a fascinating sight. The flame suddenly extinguished. What do you mean suddenly? What? I do not know. What? Don't you know? Gasoline fire can extinguish using ordinary fire. Can be extinguished using ordinary fire. That's common knowledge. On the other hand, adding water would only make it stronger. During the first fire, there was rain. Of course, it didn't make sense since there was no forecast for it. The fire was made using gasoline, so rain would be impossible to put it out this time. That's why I was looking forward to it. I wanted to see how they would put out the fire when you cannot use rain. It seemed impossible. But the results far exceeded my expectations. The fire suddenly just went out, like, quite literally. No signs of anything, no scientific basis. That's ridiculous. Fire never goes out that suddenly. Something must have happened. But it's true, the fire went out for seemingly no reason. Sora, surely you understand the irrational phenomenon that is the power of divine luck. I tried to empathize with me. Regardless, I was saved by him twice before. I'm unsure as to why Master Utsuro went to the same place twice, but perhaps my willpower was so powerful that I miraculously reached him somehow. Don't talk so much. Like the last time, Master Utsuro quietly disappeared. After experiencing that ridiculous power, I decided something that day. My life is dedicated to Master Utsuro. So you've been following Utsuro since you were a child? He is the one who leaves no traces behind. Thanks to that, he's extremely difficult to track him. It was extremely difficult to track him down. I even learned how to hack with the hopes of finding him in the near future. You're a hacker? That is the easiest and quickest way to collect information, using networking, correct? I learned about computing to find whereabouts of Master Utsuro and desperately collected information about him. Did you find him? No. No matter how hard I searched the databases, even I checked all the CCTV footage. He was always one step ahead, and I was always one step behind. And if I somehow found Master Utsuro's whereabouts, he was already gone by the time I got there. Didn't he spend a whole bunch of time at Hope's Peak Academy? How could you miss him then? And at the time I got the final information in my hands, he just disappeared like he vanished from the world. Isn't life unfair? I gave everything I had to meet him. I even gave my life. Everything I had done up until then disappeared like nothing had ever happened. Truly unforgivable. So that's when you came up with this plan. To revive Master Utsuro. Correct, that's why we're all going through this so-called killing school trip. Of course, I tried various different plans even before this one. However, they all ended up in failure due to that Kisaragi Foundation. It doesn't matter how, anyway. The past is the past after all. All you need to discuss is the current plan. Are you aware of just how many innocent people were harmed because of your selfish devotion to Master Utsuro? You don't really think about yourself, don't you? Aren't you the same, my dear Sora? What? What a hypocrite. You're exactly the same as me. You gave away your life to Master Utsuro. You don't even getting your hands dirty yourself if it means you can be with him. Huh? Shut up, you and I are not. No, Sora, we are essentially the same. Don't try to deny it, I know you already know it to be true. Now what's left to say? I've explained why the killing school took place. And I've explained how I'm trying to revive Master Utsuro using this method. You have probably heard all of this from Monocro, so you should just wait to see it for yourself. Shut up, if you have something to say, go away. Wow, both of you are on edge. I'll take my leave, I don't want to feel any more guilty for interrupting your investigation. I'll disappear as requested, call me if you need any help. Is that idiot's fault? Is that idiot's fault? I can't control my anger. No, that's not why. Sora, calm down. Mikado was just trying to mess with you to interrupt our investigation. His words are nothing more than a desperate attempt to distract us from the truth. Yeah, you're right. In the end, the only thing we discovered was that amazing tale about Utsuro. What a waste of time. Well, it's going to be a truth bullet, isn't it? Yuriko's right, we didn't learn much. However, thanks to this, we were able to understand a part of Mikado's past. Mikado was saved twice by Master Utsuro. And the degree of the disappearance matches the total amount of divine luck they received. So you're saying that the Voids received a lot of protection, meaning that it's disappearing more slowly. Oh, that's what I was trying to say, thank you. As the Rojas said, the amount of protection everyone received was different because of divine luck. If Mikado was saved twice, then he might be stronger than any one of us. I don't know if that information is important, but I'll write it down anyway. You forgot this, translators! I should go back in there and do that more slowly. Oh wait, I can't go back in there. Oops. Okay, if you could pause that video and catch some of that, you can run it through Google Translate. What a weird computer here. Sorry, it might be some sort of clue. Check it out. Sora, check this computer out. Was this computer always at the infirmary? No, not that I remember. It always doesn't have a power cord, so the screen's turned on. Guess this is another one of those quirks of the virtual world. Having a computer out in the open like this. Yeah, it's gotta be something Mikado prepared. Let's take a look. Windows 10. Or is that Windows 7? No, is that Windows Vista like UI? Oh, I mean, it kind of fits Windows 10. Earlier Windows 10. Computer we turned on seemingly worked properly without even a power cord. There are only a few files placed on the desktop. Records. These are just documents. Info dump time. Yuriko double-clicked one of the files to open it and... Detailed report on alter ego. An alter ego, isn't that what Monochrome mentioned a while ago? Artificial intelligence is not human. As an AI, I have no feelings of guilt. The only person who committed a crime is Mikado. However, distinguishing the good and the bad, there is no function for that. I'm helping you now because I realize my original role, because that is what my algorithm says to do. An artificial person that acts on its own emotions and ignores algorithms, well, that would be called an alter ego. You do not need to sympathize with me or worry about me, you only have to use me. Because all I am is a tool to help humans. But someone did make a true alter ego. I've heard of this before. Alter ego, another me. The next stage of AI, a program that infinitely grows through learning and eventually becomes a person. Wait, the AI grows? Have you ever heard of deep learning? I know that it's an AI learning technique. Deep learning uses machine learning algorithms whereby the AI learns on its own. Yes, but I would be really surprised if you could actually simulate a human brain completely using overglorified curve fits. Exclusively. Most AI grows through deep learning and develops its own logic. The concept of alter ego is a more advanced concept than that. It's about simulating the human brain in the digital world. As the name implies itself, it can also be called another self. I also heard that some person from Hope's Peak was involved in its initial creation. Yes, Chihiro. Alter ego. Yes, and Yamato Kisaragi had one as well, right? I'm not really sure how it works, but... And also Junko Inoshima had one as well. The fact that it's here must mean it's somehow important, right? Yes, so I don't know any more than that, so we should read on. It seems like it's possible that alter ego of Mikako had been created using Kokoro's data. Alter ego is an artificial intelligence program developed by Chihiro Fujisaki, the super high school level programmer at Hope's Peak Academy. Unlike other commonplace AI, alter ego learns and adapts over time through dialogue interactions with humans. And as a program, it is possible to develop a personality based on the direction the developer intended. Is it possible to do anything except external influences? See Appendix 3. The alter ego, which has evolved to their limit, truly becomes a person itself, but its character and origin have a basis. It's a clone of a person from the developer. No, it's not saying much, but artificial intelligence itself is a high-level technology. However, the alter ego it's something only a super high school level student could do. The super high school level programmer, wasn't it? There's still more, let's read on. Technology was thwarted before it even got a chance to release. Thanks to the closure of Hope's Peak Academy, which is the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. See Appendix 7. The alter ego has been consistently improves with the efforts of various super high school level students, thus creating multiple different versions. These alter egos also follow the pattern of the developer's personality. This is because the developer's own brain is easier to understand than somebody else's. However, this is not all. It is believed that the true meaning of the alter ego is to create the character of another person. In other words, create a new personality that doesn't currently exist in the world. Without this restriction, there may also be a way to recreate a personality of a deceased person. If this were to happen, humanity would no longer be subject to death. Furthermore, it may be possible to become an alter ego and leave your body behind. Like Junko, you could gain an eternal life where aging and death no longer exists. Gaining immortality with the power of technology. That's all we can read from the file. After that, it was full of unfamiliar computer lingo and jargon that was out of the limit of understanding, so we stopped reading. Yeah, we could load Akane back into Akane because Junko, as far as we know, could have loaded herself into multiple people. So what do you think, Sora? I didn't understand much, but according to this report, it's possible to resurrect someone using an alter ego. That can't be true. It is, and it's what Mikado's doing. He's trying to resurrect Utsuro, who's already dead, turn it into an alter ego. That's why he said that in the room before about computers. Wait, Yuruko, does divine luck come with, you know, recreating a personality with an alter ego? I have some questions about that logic. Right, Yuruko, why would he need to perform something like a killing game? Wouldn't it be enough to create an alter ego in his image? About that. Also, the report says the creator of the alter ego is the ultimate super high school programmer, isn't it? Other enhanced alter egos have also been said to be created by super high school levels. Mikado wasn't a super high school level student. Do you think just anyone who knows about computers could make an alter ego? Even artificial intelligence is a high level technology. Could Mikado really do something as complicated as that? That is really strange. Also, Void's target isn't Master Utsuro. It's Master Utsuro's divine luck thereafter. Ah. Yeah, that was my problem. However, when I heard about Mikado's past, it seems he was more after Master Utsuro himself than his luck. But isn't that the same as the others? They needed divine luck, that's why they stayed with Mikado. If you simply resurrect Master Utsuro as an alter ego, his divine luck wouldn't return. If true, the alter ego would be 100% the same as Master Utsuro, but lacked the divine luck. So it kind of makes sense. If so, what's this report about? I don't think anything we know so far uses alter ego technology. Yuruko, there is still a file that we haven't read. Let's talk more about it when we're done. The second file was a transcript of messages that somebody sent and received as texts. Who were the two people talking in this conversation? I could tell from the first paragraph when I saw a familiar name. But it is. Okay, Kokoro. About the alter ego I asked you about the other day. So this is Mikado, right? Talking? I was able to steal the core code, but there are multiple security keys mixed in. Difficult to do, but I might be able to use some tricks to get it formed correctly. And then Kokoro responds. Submit it anyway. I'm working on the artificial neural network model now, so you can combine scarcity later. The scary later. And then he responds, so, Mikado, right? The problem is the supercom. I'm thinking of switching to a newer model. So I presume it's Kokoro's and the cost will go up. You don't have to overdo it. But as the number of operations to process increases, the demand specifications will increase as well. No, you're the developer, so if you have a request, I must fulfill it. What the hell is this? Kokoro, do you think it's the one we know? Super high level psychologist, Kokoro Mitsume, but that was only due to the manipulation of our memory. Anyway, the only person we know by the name of Kokoro is Kokoro Mitsume. She was only with us for a short while, but she really helped during the class trial. Well, this has nothing to do with that, really, Sora. And to uncover the voids. Kokoro. Why is Kokoro talking so calmly to Mikado? What happened? Kokoro was just a victim. I've got it. There must be someone who called Kokoro. But it's not the common of a... But it's not that common of a name. Well, I mean, there was someone in River 11 named that. It's gotta be fake. But looking at all this... Kokoro and Mikado working together. That's what it looks like. Kokoro is the developer. She might have been a victim as well. As that though, maybe she was central to Void's plan. But it fits perfectly. If this is true, that explains how Mikado, an ordinary person, could make an alter ego. But he was making an alter ego of Mikako. Mikado was the client, and Kokoro did the actual programming. After reading that profile, wow, Kokoro really was a genius. Remember the last time I said on Kokoro's capsule back then? Last thing I said on Kokoro's capsule back then? That she disappeared from her academy. And it said she studied AI technology and brain science in recent years. Kokoro, was she on Mikado's side? Yes. But Kokoro also had an avatar, and her memories were erased. And she was put into the killing game like us. There's only one thing I can think of. She was betrayed by Mikado. Mikado betrayed Kokoro? It's not surprising, honestly. He used to betray all of the Voids, after all. Anyway, even if Kokoro made an alter ego, where did it go? And what did they use it for? In the end, I still don't see the connection between the power of divine luck and the alter ego. It just adds to our questions. I'm surprised, though. Kokoro is our enemy, after all. Our enemy that's already dead. If you look at the messages, they're talking about the price of something. Maybe it wasn't just a simple friendship. Yeah, that's probably right. No matter what kind of person Kokoro was in the past, she was someone who no longer exists. The only thing she left behind was an unsolved mystery. Alter ego and Kokoro and Mikado's connection. I wonder what happened. Nah, still Korean. Ray? Oh, here you both are. It's you. Ray Makaru. Yuruko Kabuya, was it? And Akane Taira. I need a bit of your time. What, this suddenly? Are you alone? Where's Shirugi? I'm acting alone for now. I can't speak for you if he's around. Can't speak to you if he's around. You want to talk with us? There are things I wish to ask you both. I suppose you both have things to ask me too? That's surprising. I thought you'd just ignore us like that Hijo guy. He's complicated. Follow me, please. This is a good enough place. Nobody should intrude here. So what do you want to talk about? I would like to apologize to you first, Yuruko. Due to the immature response of the Foundation Director, I'm very sorry you had to see that side of him. You're apologizing? Yeah, I wanted to ask earlier, but where the hell was the Kisaragi Foundation? Why didn't you come earlier? I survived by dumb luck, but had you come earlier, more people would have been alive. I'm sorry. Now what the hell happened? The minute I escaped out of the virtual world, they started arresting me. Yuruko, calm down. Of course, it's true I broke the law when I was a minor, but even so, statute of limitations, you know? I am also unhappy with that, as well as the current state of the Kisaragi Foundation. I was trying to make steps into improving it in a good way, but that guy is so damn stubborn. Let me guess, Tsurugi? Ironically, this time, he's been a real headache. I only just heard an explanation of what happened this time. Headache, what happened? I thought he was your partner. Colleagues, I'd call us, but I don't think that goes on in that head of his. Ray? Could you explain it to us too? How the Kisaragi Foundation was involved in all this mess? Akane Taira. There's a lot of things I want to say to you, but we don't have time for that right now, you know? So, I won't drag this out. I got on the ship just to put it into our Mikado Sanoji mission. There's nothing personal about this, just a job. That's all. Right? I'm fine with that too, it's enough for me, thank you. First, Akane Taira, I'm not sure if Yuruko knows much about the situation, but I know some things. Something about a person called Yutsuro and divine luck. Knowing that will help a great deal. The history between the Kisaragi Foundation and Mikado Sanoji dates back years. Yuruko, you are aware that the Kisaragi Foundation was founded by the 3 surviving students for the 79th class at Hope Peak Academy. Yeah, Teruya told us. Oh, that's right. Teruya. Yeah, him. Wait, are you okay? It's nothing. Anyways, at the time, the tragedy was in full swing, and our goal was to put an end to it. After the tragedy ended to some extent, the Foundation met with Mikado Sanoji. One day there's a report on the backup data of the alter ego Kisaragi our team kept saved. It was read without our authorization. It was a first-class confidential file within the Foundation, so the security is very tight. I don't know how we got in the first place. I immediately tracked down and found the identity of the culprit behind it, Mikado Sanoji, an ordinary person without much special information about him. Wait, alter ego Kisaragi, that's... Akane Taira, do you remember? No, but alter ego Kisaragi sank next to the research center and disappeared. Do you know where the main building of the Kisaragi Foundation is currently located? At the first Kisaragi Research Center, the building that was remodeled for the permission of the surviving Foundation members. We didn't find out until later, but each Kisaragi Research Center shares a database. Data for the third Kisaragi Research Center, which was turned into Hope's Peak, was stored in the other research centers. Still, the backup files of alter ego Kisaragi was a read-only file, so we couldn't do anything with it. What are you on about? I barely understood half the words you just said. You may have heard this from Teruya, but our class, the 79th class, was involved in a killing game just like you. The place that became the stage for it was the third Kisaragi Research Center, owned by the original Foundation. The Kisaragi Foundation, yeah, now that you mention it, I think I've heard about it somewhere. The Kisaragi Foundation was the predecessor of the Kisaragi Agency, right? Correct. Oh, they're not going to distinguish them. The translators are like, oh, wait a second. They're different words. Oh, no. Even with the backup, the third research center was completely destroyed, so 100% restoration was not possible. So you're saying Mikado stole the rest of the data? Yes, I don't know when or how we got in and stole the data, but it happened. Well, it's not really stealing, because it doesn't, like, you still have the copy left behind, right? Mikado Sanoji surely realized something at that moment. Something? The backup data from alter ego Kisaragi recorded how we escaped from the third research center when it was collapsing. And he found out about the death of Utsuro and Akane Taira. What? Are you aware that the purpose of Mikado Sanoji is the resurrection of Utsuro? More or less. Obviously, when Mikado realized that Utsuro was dead, the guy was obsessed with Utsuro and has been chasing him since he was a child. Akane Taira is a way that makes your obsession look cute in comparison. It was cute, though. Since then, we have been, in fact, interfering with all of his plans from behind the scenes. He was trying to start a killing game by capturing the relatives of the 79th class. And that was the precedent for us? I have a question. Didn't you say that Mikado was just an ordinary guy? I don't think just an ordinary person could have been avoiding the Foundation for that many years. It didn't make sense to us either. At first, there was quite a few times where we almost caught him. But it got to the point where it was almost impossible to track him. Really, wasn't it because the information power of the Kisaragi Foundation was lagging behind, as always? I understand your frustration, Yaruko, but blame the Foundation for our Foundation for our incompetence. However, the intelligence of the Kisaragi Foundation is superior to any other organization at the moment. I am the leader of the Information Analysis Division of the Foundation. Then why? Please look at this picture, Akane Taira. You too. Ray took a photo out of her pocket and showed it to us. It was a shocking and unimaginable image. And he survived. What? This is... In the photo, it showed a man who looked to have died in intense pain. The man was holding up to the sky wide eyes as he was shocked. It's the first time I've seen such a guy before. No, it's Mikado Sanoji. Wait, this is it? First glance, I'd never seen this guy before, but I looked closer, he looked more familiar to me. This guy is... This picture I recently received from Tsurugi. It's the corpse of Mikado Sanoji. What? That doesn't make sense. Mikado, what? That's Mikado? Ray, doesn't this mean Mikado Sanoji is already dead? Wait, that's impossible. So who's this imposter going around forcing us to kill each other? I didn't know anything about this until Tsurugi just explained it to me. He was hiding this important fact. He was hiding it. Ray, what happened? You see, Mikado Sanoji died a long time ago. In the real world. In the real world? Listen carefully. Everything I'm saying might be hard to believe right now. But the Mikado we're facing right now isn't human. if he's not human, then what is he? Do you not know what an alter ego is? Or do you know what alter ego is? So just like Danganranpa 2, right? Mastermind is a computer. If you're not a Hopesuki Academy student, you probably wouldn't know about it. Yuruko, is that the information we read on the computer? Mikado Sanoji left clues about that. Then this will be a lot easier to explain. The real Mikado Sanoji made his own alter ego, and he was killed by his own alter ego. Huh? Akane Taira, you've seen Junko Inoshima and Kisaragi's alter ego, so you should know. Would it... Okay, yeah, she did. An alter ego is an artificial intelligence that is sophisticated enough to be called a person itself. But I've never seen an alter ego like this. In the end, this alter ego betrayed its creator by killing them. Wait, what? You're saying that the real Mikado is dead and Mikado we know is just an AI? It's such a sudden thing to learn that I find it hard to believe. I felt the same, Yuruko. Tsurugi was aware of this for a long time, but he didn't inform me or anyone else at the Foundation about this. However, this would explain why the Foundation was as unable to track down Mikado for a long while. Because he isn't real, right? An alter ego is a computer program. Its analysis speed is much faster than that of a human. Due to the nature of an alter ego, where it grows indefinitely as it learns, its performance would be certainly improved since its creation. It's just as you say, Akane Taira. Our intelligence team basically collects information using the computer networks. The computer itself is the home of the alter ego, meaning that no matter how much we try to attack it, we couldn't, as it was connected to a network constantly. Even though he's an alter ego, his purpose is still the same as the real Mikado Sanoji. I don't know if it's possible to connect the memories between the real Mikado and the fake Mikado, but I know for certain that they have the same goal, the resurrection of Utsuro. Wait, something's off here. Yuruko? Of course I don't know as much as you do about alter egos, but how can a virtual creation kill a human? And it's impossible to track it. How did Tsurugi know all this? That's where the collaborator comes in. The collaborator? Don't you both know him? Shobai Hashimoto. This guy is Mikado's collaborator, alter ego Mikado's collaborator, and the killer of the real-world Mikado Sanoji. Shobai killed Mikado? But Monocro said that Shobai was hired by Mikado. Doesn't that mean he killed his employer? Does Shobai not get enough out of the deal? That information is slightly incorrect. Yes, Shobai was hired by Mikado Sanoji, but Shobai Hashimoto was not hired by the human Mikado, but by the alter ego Mikado Sanoji. An alter ego killed Shobai? I only found out about him today. I didn't even know what I was doing until I found it out. Shobai Hashimoto is a world-class broker who would do anything for money. It was Shobai Hashimoto who helped alter ego Mikado Sanoji since he did not have a physical body. So alter ego asked Shobai to kill him himself? Well, this is real self. Well, his real self? Wait, but Shobai was a victim of the killing game just like us. That was also part of his contract. I don't know if it was just to complete the number of people or it was just another part of his plan, but Shobai wasn't going to die in the killing game and he would regain his memories at some point. But Mikado betrayed even his companions, the Void members, so why would he guarantee that Shobai would survive? He needed to live to complete the mission. At the end of the plan, he would regain his memories and exit the virtual world through his administrator powers. It would defend the exterior from harm until the plan was complete. So that's why Shobai vanished back then. And then he vanished right into the Kisaragi Foundation. As soon as I saw the scar of yours, my business here was done. All that's left is to decide. To decide? Wait, where are you going? Let me go before you leave. Your friends will be arriving here soon. To do that for me, don't you worry. Though I ended up unintentionally helping you again. I guess I gotta do what I was paid for. Huh? What? Shobai? Shobai, where'd you go, Shobai? So that's what he meant. Wait, if Shobai disconnected from the virtual world to defend the outside world from intruders, after Shobai disappeared, what did he... The virtual world rebooted and forcefully closed and you were temporarily booted out. That is what Shobai did. So the guy who went to defend the virtual world ended up shutting it down? That was due to Tsurugi Hijo's intervention. In other words, Shobai was a double agent. Double agent? Yes, Shobai Hashimoto was also hired by Tsurugi Hijo. What, that he was hired by Tsurugi and Mikado at the same time? It would be right to say that Tsurugi offered something far greater than what Mikado offered. How do I know this? Because Tsurugi literally just told me. Shobai was a double agent working for the Kisaragi Foundation. He was a spy that gave information to Tsurugi. That is why he didn't tell anyone in the Foundation, including me. They were working together behind the scenes. Was they working together for a long time? Also, about what you said about from Tsurugi. Then what about him? Did Teruya know? No, this is why I can't forgive Tsurugi Kinjo. Teruya and I were used as bait to prevent Mikado from realizing that Shobai was a double agent. Teruya was killed because of Tsurugi. It's all that bastard's fault. Rei bit her lower lip. Really, if everything we heard was true, I would never have known that Shobai was a double agent. But... And because of that, Teruya and Rei were used as disposable tools. They are not just disposable tools, the same goes for all the people who died in this killing game. There must have been another way. In their end, there were too many sacrifices. This wasn't the only way, was it? That's all Tsurugi has told me. I wanted to tear him apart and kill him on the spot. It took everything I had to stop myself. Why? Why are you telling us all this? Honestly, the more I listen to what you're saying, the more worse the situation becomes and the more my motivation dwindles. Hearing all this just makes me think, what the hell can we even do? You know, I told you both because you need to know. And I because I need to repay my debt to you. Debt? My debt to you is now paid off, Akane Taira. Yeah, because Akane saved her at one point. Rei, in that moment, don't be mistaken. I don't even think you saved my life. I didn't even ask for your help. Do you remember? There was no personal feelings in all of this. Our relationship is strictly for this mission. But still. Anyway, it doesn't matter if you're just a ghost in a virtual world. As long as it's Akane Taira in front of my eyes, I'll still have a distaste towards you. That's all. Furthermore, I heard Tsurugi made a perfect plan with Shobai to strike from behind. We now realize that it's impossible to get rid of Mikado using that method, and as a result, he's alive again. This is why we must exclude personal feeling just like Mikado-san OG does. I think differently from Tsurugi. Akane Taira, I think it's safe to say we're fighting against him together now. It's the same for you, Yuruko. The more power we have, the better. You shouldn't be demoralized because of this. Fighting together, of course I agree we should do that. And I'm grateful you think that, but what about your partner? Will he agree to this? No, he won't. If he's not with us, he will work alone. I don't know why Mikado-san OG called us all to the virtual world together. Tsurugi's plan has already failed. It's better to dismiss the idea that we could easily win. That's all. So if there's anything I could do for you both, please let me know. I'll help the best I can. I've told you everything I know. If you have any more questions, ask now. I can't stay here much longer. There's a lot of things to worry about. However, Rei is still acting calm about it all. I think it was for the best to hear what Rei had to say. I'll have to talk to her again. Hey Rei. What is it, Yuruko? I have a lot of questions, so can I ask you something? Ever since Sora told me that you were alive, I've been thinking about something. How'd you survive? We saw you get burnt to a crisp by Mikado. Death in the virtual world means death in the real world, according to what Monocro said. Knowing that, how did you... The Neo World program is something very innovative, but equally as dangerous as it connects directly to your brain. It's indeed, as you said, if you die in the virtual world, you die in the real one too. But as you can see, I'm not dead. What, but... The Neo World program has a feature called Force Shutdown. If something unexpected happens within the program, you can use the Force Shutdown feature. However, to do that, a lot is required. Also, since it is an abnormal shutdown, or shoot down path, there are many side effects. So you used that at the moment right before we were executed as well? No, that was a force shutdown from the outside. What I'm talking about is a force shutdown from within. After Mikado woke up again, there wasn't another way to shut down the program from the outside. I made some sort of insurance by editing the force shutdown code. Some insurance? Only people with administrative permissions could enter manually. But Teruya and I were denied entrance, so I had to find another method to break the lock. In the process of doing this, I obtained the emergency escape code as a byproduct. Emergency escape code? It's a code to use in an emergency situation. With this, you can use it to exit the virtual world instantly. Right before my body caught fire, I used it to escape to the real world. What was left after that was just my lifeless avatar. The ash body you saw after was just an empty time left behind. Just empty time left behind. So that's why you're still alive. Wait, if something like that existed, that's kind of like cheap, but whatever. Couldn't you have just saved us all first? Kisaragi Fidesi was supposed to protect civilians. If you already knew that it was a virtual world, you should have pulled us out right then and there. Easier said than done. The code used was just sloppy. Makeshift code we came up with just as an insurance, as a backup plan. Also, the code was made for one use only, meaning that it would be almost impossible to use for anybody but me. If it were possible, I'd have done it right from the start. At that time, Teruya and I got no prior information from Tsurugi about what was going on. We didn't even know what that Mikado Sanoji was there, and was an alter ego. It was unexpected that he had that much power. Also didn't know anything about the next generation symbols of hope being kidnapped, and that their avatars were still from their high school days. Well, my actions weren't enough, I apologize. It's okay, it's already happened at this point. But why did Teruya leave with you? Why didn't Teruya leave with you? You entered together after all. I originally thought if something unexpected happens to use the emergency escape. After I got back to the real world myself, I would pull Teruya out right away. I didn't know that I could do it within the virtual world, so I took action and cut the power for the outside. Wasn't that impossible? Yes, of course. The reason we got in so easily was because Mikado Sanoji let us invade the virtual world. After I left, he immediately strengthened the security. Since he's an alter ego, it should have been simple for him. But there was a much bigger problem than that. And what was that? You remember, right, Yuruko? You were told when you asked why the Foundation arrived so late. We weren't too late. It was just the flow of time in the virtual world and the real world were completely different. The flow of time is different? What the hell? So you weren't laying there as long as you thought, okay. It was today that Teruya and I connected to the virtual world. Not a day has passed since then. What? No way. It's been at least a month since the killing game started. Time delay. Have you ever heard of the twin paradox? Although it is a slightly different concept to this. It might be difficult for you to understand, but just consider it as the Urashima effect. You know the story of Urashima Taro? Time experienced the virtual world that was faster than reality? Yes, I tried to take action as soon as possible, but actually, at the blink of an eye, it had already been several days in the virtual world. So, no, it's not an excuse. Even if there wasn't a time flow difference, it would not have been possible to breach through alter ego Mikado's security. I thought it was too easy. If I'd have just known Mikado's identity from the beginning, this would have. Now I'm just making more excuses. I'm so pathetic. Right? Tsurugi Kinjo, he's the leader of the Foundation. Because of him, all of this happened. Why didn't he just give you the right information from the start? Why? Why didn't Tsurugi tell anyone such crucial information? Even if it was to hide Shomai's infiltration, Rei and Teruya were his partners and to some extent friends. Why did he not trust you both? He's that kind of guy, you know. He's been like this ever since our encounter with Utsuro. In addition to the extra manpower of the Foundation, his desperation kept getting worse. Teruya tried to follow Tsurugi to the end, but I really can't do it anymore. This is why I'm acting alone. I'll solve this my way. So what now? Do you have a plan, Rei? We can't change anything by just thinking about it. As soon as Mikado Sanoji was revived, the Foundation was defeated. And here we're the same situation as you. Tsurugi doesn't seem to accept that. Mikado invited us to go back to the virtual world. That means we still need something from us. He still needs something from us. First of all, I think it should be our main priority to investigate the clues that he left for us and discover what they mean. In the end, nothing has changed. We have no choice but to continue investigating. Do you have any more questions? I think that's everything. You've done enough. After everything that's happened, the future is really important right now. So, may I ask you a question? Hello, Akane Taira. Do you need something? No? We've known each other for a long time. You just feel different from the one I knew back then. Do you prefer this look? Or is it due to your memory loss? I can't help it. My appearance is just because of my avatar. No, that's not what I was asking. Are you the real Akane Taira? What, you're bringing that up again? Ready to answer that? I want to know something in return. Do you know anything about the death of my body in the real world? Strictly speaking, you are alive. It's just your brain that's dead and you can't wake up. Basically, you're dead. You're half dead. It was Tsurugi who discovered your body. They only told me because he was at the scene. Does that answer your question? Rei, am I an alter ego of Akane Taira? What? Sora, what on earth are you talking about? You said that the real Mikado died a long time ago and that the real Mikado is just his alter ego. Or this Mikado is just an alter ego. It feels like I remember him saying something weird. No, Sora, we are essentially the same. Don't try to deny it, I know you already know it to be true. Dead in the real world and alive as an alter ego in the virtual world. Do you mean you two are the same in that regard? That's wrong, Sora is alive, she's just unconscious. That's incorrect. Yours and Mikado's situations are different. Even if you're both only alive in the virtual world, you are certainly using a connector to come here. In other words, even if you're brain dead, there is still a connection going through between your machine and the nerves. An alter ego doesn't need such a medium. When I spoke to Rei in the Tower of Babel and heard the name Akane Taira, I remembered everything. When I got my memories back, I thought for certain that I was Akane Taira. I had no doubts. But since then, something weird has been happening. I'm not really sure about my memories of being Akane Taira. You're saying you don't have her memories, but then how do you remember details about me? No, I definitely have some memories. But how do I explain this? It's like it's a memory that I haven't actually experienced myself. Oh, so my weird, like, long shot, remote theory that this is not... This is alter ego of somebody who was in that killing school life of the class of 79. So they would know stuff about what Akane Taira did to them, but don't know what Akane Taira, stuff about Akane Taira's life is not associated with that we the player don't know. And who would that be? Well, we know who alter ego of somebody that Kokoro was working on, and that was Mikako. I was saying this whole time, her personality, it's not Akane's personality. So whose personality is it? Well, it's a personality that we really didn't get to see. Because of a condition that masked it. It's Mikako's personality. It just feels like an emotionless memory. I feel like that wasn't actually me. Sora? Right, you said that the alter ego, Mikako, has this... Mikado has the same purpose as the real Mikado, right? You're right that the alter ego can share memories with their real counterpart, but it's not the same for me. Well, it was hard to believe until I saw it with my own eyes. Wait, Sora, if you're really an alter ego, it means that somebody must have made you. So that begs the question, who did it and for what purpose? I don't know if you're an alter ego or not, but you could be something very similar to one. Although you are brain dead in reality, your consciousness is in a virtual world. It's so unnatural. Tsurugi might know something. I could ask him for you if you'd like. No, I'll talk to him myself. But right now, who am I? Who I am isn't important. Knowing my identity won't change that we have to do right now. Sora? Well, our top priority right now is to stop Mikado's plan. That's all we need to do. Thanks, Rei. Making the decision to fight together with us must have been a difficult one for you to make. I have no intention of forgiving you, Akane Taira. Of course I know that. Well, there will be no problems as long as you're aware of that. Iruko, I'd be grateful if you could lend me a hand, too. Well, there's not really another option. I'm sorry for being so angry before. I don't hate you. It's just that you didn't really leave a good first impression. I get that a lot. Anyway, I don't think Tsurugi will be happy to learn that he is on the same side as Akane Taira. I'll keep collecting clues. You two should investigate as much as you can as well. Be careful if you plan to talk to Tsurugi. He's acting quite unpredictable at the moment. Alright, thanks for worrying about us. I'll see you at the trial grounds. Yeah. It's like, imagine being married to Kinjo. Oop. I think we've talked for long enough. Mikado said that we don't have time limits, so we still should have a lot more time to investigate. Sorry, don't worry too much. It doesn't matter if you're an alter ego or not. I know the person I spent all the time with isn't fake. Everything will be just fine. We should go out on a girls' night out. Just the two of us after this is all over. What do you think? Sora, you, Rei, and Teruya are older than the others, right? Yeah, it'd be kind of awkward if I was asking an underage person to go out drinking with me. You don't have to worry about that, Yuruko. It sounds like a great idea. I wasn't worried about anything, don't assume things. I'm just wondering if you're a lightweight. I wasn't the fake Super High School level hostess for nothing, you know. You better be prepared, Sora. We're gonna drink the night away until one of us blacks out. I'm looking forward to it. Ray told us a lot of shocking things, but it's not the end. It doesn't change what we need to do. All we have to do is work together, then we can defeat Mikado. For the day where I go out drinking with Yuruko, I have to move forward. For the day... Should we get going, Sora? Yeah, we need to investigate every nook and cranny of the clues that Mikado left behind. From what we learned from Ray, it would be best to talk to Tsurugi and Shobai for now. Yeah, Ray was the only just told it herself. They definitely know more than we do at the moment. We still have time. Let's get moving. Is this Korean? After listening to her, I realized something. Shobai really is a murderer. Ray said he really killed Mikado. He killed them. He killed him all for a job. Well, he did try to stab you on the first day of the killing game, so I guess I should have expected it. Oh, I can't go back down. Okay, there isn't much here besides Iroha, so let's talk to Iroha. Ah, new sprite. Iroha, what are you doing just standing there? Oh, Yuruko and Sora. Are you really drawing right now? Why are you doodling at a time like this? You're supposed to be investigating, you know? Don't talk to me. Well, why? I'm drawing my final piece. I want to concentrate. The hell are you saying? Final piece? Don't be stupid. You're just running away, coward. I'm running away. We're all gonna die anyway. It doesn't matter. Iroha, we have no chance of beating Mikado. I'm prepared to give up everything and create one last masterpiece with my life before we all turn to dust. Yuruko! Ow. Ow, ow. That hurt. Why you always abuse me? Oh, you want to know why? Because you're just giving up. Stop saying such idiotic things and do some investigating. I wonder, Yuruko, do you have any clues on how to beat Mikado? No, but we'll never know if it's impossible until we try. It's impossible, Shobai told me. How can such dumb humans be an artificial intelligence like that? And much less when we're in a world where it has complete control. That's really what Shobai said? Well, why do things like this always happen to me? Everything I do just ends up being wrong. I just wanted to live a normal life, have friends. Iroha, calm down. The class trial hasn't started yet. I know it's not gonna be easy, but we can beat Mikado. We all just need to work together. It is possible. Stop pretending to be some manga protagonist, even though she is literally a manga protagonist. Well, almost. This isn't fiction, except it is. We can't do this, except we can, because it is fiction. Even if we manage to defeat Mikado and escape here safely, the Kisaragi Foundation will just arrest me. Even if we survive, I'll just be spending the rest of my life in jail. Wow, Mom, Dad, I was wrong. I'll go back to painting. I'm sorry. We're leaving, Sora. Why? There's nothing more we can do. I have nothing to say to someone who's this desperate and it's just pathetic. But you're the super counselor. Okay, we'll leave you alone. Continue your drawing. Just know it's never too late. Don't cry and give up. We're all in this together. She's going to stay pathetic until the end. Sora, let's ignore her and keep on investigating. Yeah. Didn't Roha say that Shobai told her it's impossible? Do you think Shobai told Roha about Mikado's identity? Shobai? I don't think he's someone to give out that information so easily. Well, Ray told us, so it's possible she did the same to Aroha. Yeah, but let's just find Shobai and ask him ourselves. I don't really want to talk to him, but I guess it can't be helped. Let's go. And then the library opened up, of course. Okay. Well, I don't have time to finish this. So I'm going to quit midway through this investigation. We're going to have a short part. That's just the last part of this investigation. So we're going to save the game. So right now what we're observing is Ray has grown up a lot since the first game. Kinjo hasn't changed at all since the first game. Kinjo X-Ray, the ship, has not sailed. Akane seems to be really... We don't know if Akane's alive or dead. It's really weird. But it appears that maybe Sora's Sora's personality is not Akane's. So I'm thinking she's an alter ego of... She has the personality of Mikako. And then... Well, we'll see what happens. Signing out.